The map that shouldn't exist. The forbidden truth behind the Piri Reis Map. In 1513, an Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis etched a map so strange, so advanced it shouldn't exist. It showed Antarctica, not with ice, but as it might appear ice-free, centuries before we even discovered the continent. The question is simple, but world-shattering. Who created the original chart? And what knowledge did they possess? This is not just a tale of an old map. This is a story that will challenge your understanding of history, geography, and human civilization. Welcome to the map that shouldn't exist. Piri Reis was not just any sailor. He was a master cartographer, a respected admiral in the Ottoman Navy, and the author of the Kitab al-Bahriyeh, one of the most detailed nautical books of his time. But in 1513, he compiled something shocking. A world map that shows parts of South America and West Africa, and something far more baffling, an accurate portrayal of the northern coastline of Antarctica without ice. At that time, Antarctica hadn't been officially discovered. In fact, it wouldn't be until 1820, more than 300 years later. So how did he map it? Only 1/3 of the original Piri Reis map has survived. Yet what we see on that fragment is enough to raise 1,000 questions. Experts claim it shows the coast of South America. But further south, there's a landmass that doesn't belong. A rugged coastline resembling Antarctica, but without its ice cap. And here's the mystery. Modern satellite imaging of Antarctica beneath the ice matches almost perfectly with the map's coastline. This suggests two things. One, whoever created the original charts had knowledge of Antarctica's pre-glacial shape. And two, that knowledge predates the last ice age, but that's 6,000, maybe 12,000 years ago. Mainstream historians scoff. They argue the landmass is merely a misrepresentation of South America. But other scientists, historians, fringe theorists aren't so sure. Dr. Charles Hapgood, in his book Maps of the Ancient Sea Kings, suggested that ancient civilizations possessed advanced geographic knowledge, possibly through an unknown seafaring culture long before recorded history. Albert Einstein himself endorsed Hapgood's theory, stating that the idea of shifting crusts in an older civilization is not to be discounted lightly. Could this be the smoking gun of pre-Ice Age human advancement? Or was it all just a lucky mistake? Piri Reis did not claim full credit for the map. In his own writing, he said, "These maps were compiled from 20 charts and mappae mundi from the time of Alexander the Great." This points to ancient sources, perhaps from Greek, Phoenician, or even earlier civilizations, possibly Atlantean knowledge, as some theorists claim. Some speculate that the Library of Alexandria once housed this forbidden knowledge maps of the world long lost in fire, conquest, and time. And Piri Reis simply inherited a copy of a copy of a copy. Geological data confirms that parts of Antarctica may have been ice-free as recently as 6,000 years ago. Climate anomalies, crustal shifts, and polar wandering theories lend credibility to this idea. But if this is true, who could have mapped it? Prehistoric tribes with boats and parchment? Or an advanced seafaring society lost to time? There's a growing school of thought that humans didn't climb slowly from caves to computers. But that human history may be cyclical advanced civilizations rising and falling, knowledge lost and buried. If the Piri Reis map is accurate, and if its source charts show Antarctica ice-free, then our entire historical timeline is incomplete. It implies a pre-Ice Age civilization capable of global exploration, lost mapping technology, possibly using spherical trigonometry, global trade or contact between continents far earlier than believed. And maybe, just maybe, our ancient ancestors were not primitive, but were explorers, astronomers, and engineers. Why is this knowledge so controversial? Because it disrupts every textbook, every archaeology department, and our collective sense of superiority. What if the ancients didn't lose their knowledge? What if it was hidden? Or worse, suppressed? Think about it. How many scrolls were lost? How many were stolen during war? Burned by conquest? Maybe the real story isn't that the Piri Reis Map shouldn't exist, but that we are only now rediscovering what was once common knowledge. So, what do you think? Is the Piri Reis Map just a curious relic? Or is it evidence of a forgotten chapter in human history? Let us know in the comments. And if you believe that history holds more secrets than we're told, subscribe for more hidden truths and forbidden tales. Until next time, this is the Sleepless Historian, where the past never sleeps.